Kenya itainuka, Kenya itasimama, Kenya itanawiri kwa umoja na uzalendo. Mimi ni Mkenya mzalendo. Je, wewe? Mimi ni Mkenya mzalendo daima. Today we are here at the Tomboya University doing the briefing concerning the Madaraka Day celebrations. As we stand on the cusp of the 62nd Madaraka Day celebration, which is our Independence Day, it is with great pride and anticipation that we gather in Homa Bay County, a region poised to make history by hosting this significant national event for the first time at the newly commissioned Raila Odinga Stadium. The modern 12,000-seater facility stands as a testament to the transformative power of devolution and the government's commitment to equitable development across Kenya. Tomorrow, 1st of June 2025, we shall be celebrating 62 years of internal self-governance while showcasing the transformative potential of our aquatic resources to uplift lives, create jobs, and the economic prosperity under the theme, Harnessing Kenya's Blue Economy for Sustainable Growth. This year's Madaraka Day, held in the heart of Nyanza region, is more than a celebration. It is a testament to the Kenya Kwanza's administration's bottom-up economic transformation agenda, which places the blue economy and maritime affairs at the heart of sustainable development, unlocking untapped potential of the blue economy and maritime affairs. The choice of Homa Bay, with its proximity to Lake Victoria, is deliberate and symbolic. It reflects our resolve to harness the vast opportunities within our lakes, rivers, and coastal waters to drive sustainable economic growth, create jobs, and improve livelihoods, particularly for lakeside communities. The blue economy encompasses a wide range of sectors like fishing, aquaculture, maritime transport, tourism, and marine technology, all of which hold immense potential for Kenya's economic transformation under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. The government has made significant strides in this sector with tangible impacts already being felt by communities in Homa Bay and beyond. Let me now turn to infrastructure for prosperity. The preparation for the Madaraka Day celebrations have been able to be catalyzed in a significant manner, especially through infrastructural development in Homa Bay County, leaving a lasting legacy. The Raila Odinga Stadium, constructed at a cost of Kenya shillings 500 million, now features modern terraces, a natural turf, and floodlights, serving as a hub for sports and community events. Over 35 kilometers of roads, including the Homa Bay Paya Stadium Road and access to the county government headquarters in Arujo, have been rehabilitated or built, improving connectivity for fisheries, traders, and tourists. The upgraded Kabunde airstrip with a 70% completion runway extension will soon accommodate larger aircraft, boosting tourism and trade, especially even to the Mara region. These developments mean that local entrepreneurs, like Susan Atieno, a fish trader, can now transport her goods faster and access broader markets, increasing her income and supporting her family. Empowering fishers and community. Lake Victoria is a lifeline for Homa Bay residents, and the government has prioritized sustainable fisheries to enhance livelihoods. The development of fish landing sites such as Wakula, Mainuga, and Nyadhiwa in Homa Bay County at a cost of 1.5 billion is underway, with architectural designs completed and contracts are soon to be awarded. These modern facilities will include cold storage and processing units, reducing post-harvest losses and ensuring better prices for fishers like Peter Ochieng, who previously lost significant portions of his catch due to inadequate storage because there was no cold room. Additionally, 3.2 billion shillings in grants have been awarded to 1,260 BMUs, otherwise commonly known as common interest groups, across 5 coastal counties, with similar support planned for Lake Victoria's beach management units, now transitioning into cooperatives to access affordable loans and to become proper economic units for for sustainable development. These empowerment of fisher folk, like Mary at the Ambo, to invest in better boats and gear is very important for sustainability. In this regard, the Kenya Shipyard has come up with affordable boats that are going to be useful to ensure that people do not use wooden boats that are a killer. We are losing over 5,000 fishermen every year as a result of this challenge. In aquaculture, which is a game changer for jobs and food security, the government's push for aquaculture is transforming Homa Bay into a hub of innovation through the Aquaculture Business Development Program, ABDP, supported by the International Fund for Agriculture and Development, IFAD. 12,429 geomembrane pond liners and 105,722 bags of fish feed have been distributed to small-scale farmers in Homa Bay and 14 other counties, boosting production. For instance, Jane Akoth, a smallholder farmer in Homa Bay, has doubled her fish yield using these liners, enabling her to pay school fees for her children. The ongoing development of the Kabonyo Fisheries and Aquaculture Service and Training Center of Excellence, KFASTCE, funded at a cost of 1.3 billion by the government of Hungary, is 17.5% complete and will train youth like Michael Otieno in modern aquaculture techniques, fostering entrepreneurship and job creation. When it comes to tourism and economic boom, the Madaraka Day celebrations are sparking economic surge in Homa Bay. Local businesses from hotels to food kiosks are thriving as visitors arrive. Esther Awino, a local hotelier, reports a 50% increase in bookings, creating jobs for youth in her establishment. The Homa Bay Modern Fish Market, launched yesterday by His Excellency President William Ruto, together with Right Honorable Raila Odinga, will provide a hygienic trading space, benefiting traders like John Omolo, who expects higher yields. The refurbishment of the Homa Bay Pier at a cost of 500 million and improved roads will further promote water-based tourism, such as boat tours to Rusinga Island, creating opportunities for local guides and boosting the county's appeal as a tourism destination. It's important to say that from Kabunde here, it's very easy to go to the Masai Mara. It's very, very short. Capacity building and global partnership. The government commitment to capacity building is evident in initiatives like the Maritime Center of Excellence at Tom Mboya University, which will train professionals in aquaculture and maritime technology. Just yesterday, the president made a commitment to look for funding, starting with the government of Kenya, to create this center of excellence, over and above this university being a center of excellence for training people in daring abroad in terms of jobs. This empowerment is very important for people like Grace Anyango, a student aspiring to lead conservation efforts in Lake Victoria. Additionally, 6 memoranda of understanding with countries like Norway and Seychelles are ongoing with negotiations with nations like Namibia and France to enhance Kenya's global standing in the blue economy, bringing technology and investment to benefit local communities. As my schoolmate and fellow student leader, Governor Gladys Atieno Nyasuna Wanga, aptly stated, hosting Madaraka Day is a devolution blessing for Homa Bay County. I call upon all Kenyans to join us tomorrow to celebrate our shared heritage and embrace the blue economy's potential to transform lives. The government, in collaboration with the county government of Homa Bay, the Ministry of Interior and the State Department for Blue Economy and Fisheries, has laid a strong foundation for sustainable growth. As Interior Principal Secretary Dr. Raymond Omolo has noted, the most strategic parts of what Kenya is doing will be ready ahead of Madaraka Day. Kenya itainuka, Kenya itasimama, Kenya itanawiri kwa umoja na uzalendo. Mimi ni Mkenya mzalendo. Je, wewe? Mimi ni Mkenya mzalendo daima. Leo hii tumekuja hapa kuweza kusema rasmi sasa tuko tayari kuwa na sherehe za Madaraka Day ambazo zitakuwa kesho katika uwanja mpya wa Raila Odinga ambao unaweza kusheheni watu 12,000. Na tunatoa mwito kwa watu wote wa tabaka mbalimbali waweze kuja kusherekea ili tuweze kuwa na wakati mwema kwa pamoja. Ni mara ya kwanza ambapo tunaweza kuwa na sherehe hii kama Wakenya, kama watu wa Homa Bay. Kwa hivyo watu wa ukule Gotoyaro, watu wa kule kwingine huku waje kwa wingi, kwa sababu tunasema kwa kimombo Homa Bay is rising, yaani Homa Bay inaanza kuinuka. Barabara zimeweza kujengwa, tuko pia na beach pale kwenye Paya. Kuna soko ile ya Koginga ambayo imejengwa kwa shilingi milioni 350. Pia tunakuja hapa katika Tomboya, chuo kikuu cha Tomboya ambacho kiko na wanafunzi zaidi ya 10,000, na tunashukuru sana Mheshimiwa Rais jana ameweza kusema kwamba lile jela lilipelekwa kule Lambwe na eka 110 ziweze kuwa zinatengezwa mabweni ya wanafunzi wetu. Pia kuna zile BMUs ambazo zimeweza kupatiwa zaidi ya pesa kitita shilingi bilioni 3.2, imebakia tu shilingi milioni 200 ambazo hajaweza kuwekwa. Na tuliona jana ushirikiano mkubwa sana kati ya Rais William Ruto na aliyekuwa Waziri Mkuu Raila Amolo Odinga kuleta watu kwa pamoja katika hii serikali ya mapana na marefu, hii namba inaitwa serikali ya broad based, ambao sisi sote tumo ndani, kwa sababu sisi ni wa Kenya, sisi ni wa taifa, sisi ni wazalendo. Kwa hivyo tujitokeze kwa wingi. Tumeona kwamba hata mambo ya kuwa na leseni moja katika nchi zote za Afrika Mashariki ni jambo ambalo linazungumziwa, ili wavuvi wetu wasiweze kushikwa kiholelaholela na wanajeshi kutoka nchi jirani. Na pia ile kauli mbiu ambayo ipo sasa kwamba tuweze kuhakikisha kwamba tumefanya uchumi samawati, uchumi blue, uweze kuinuka, sio tu kuchangia shilingi bilioni 37 kwa sasa, lakini kuna uwezekano wa kuweza kupata zaidi hata ya shilingi bilioni 300. Kwa hivyo sasa hivi ni mwito tunapenda kutoa, tuje wale ambao hamjafika Wabiro Homa Bay, kujeni tuweze kusherekea kwa pamoja. Tuko katika hiki chuo kikuu cha Tomboya ambacho kinaongozwa na Profesa Omondi Ochola Charles, ambaye amefanya kazi nzuri sana chini ya miaka 8 na kuhakikisha kwamba chuo hichi kinaweza kutajika kama chuo kikuu ambacho kinajihusisha hususan na masuala ya utafiti ya uchumi blue, uchumi samawati, na pia kupeleka watu wetu kule ughaibuni ili waweze kupata hela. Na ni vizuri kusema kwamba mwaka uliopita tumeweza kupata zaidi ya dola bilioni 4.95. Hiyo ni kama pesa za Kenya shilingi bilioni 688,551 ambazo zimekwenda mashinani kuwasaidia Wakenya. Serikali hii imefanya kazi nzuri zaidi, na maudhui ya huu mwaka ni kuhakikisha kwamba maadhimisho haya yameweza kuangazia hususan sekta hii ili tuweze kuinua na tuweze kufanya kazi kwa ambayo inafaa. Na sio tu hapa Homa Bay, mpaka kule Kwale tuko na zile landing site 23 ambazo zinajengwa, ziko katika mahali mbalimbali. Tuko na ile ya Kaboja Kajagwal ambayo ndio center of excellence yetu, kwa sababu pia iko na hatchery ili tuweze kuweka samaki wengi kule katika ziwa Victoria. Sasa hivi kuna cage zaidi ya 50 zimeweza kununuliwa, zingine 55 ziko njiani, ili tuweze kuhakikisha kwamba baada ya miezi 7 tunaweza kufanya kazi nzuri sana, kama vile tumeonyeshwa na watu wa Victory Farms ambao wanasema kwamba tunahitaji samaki wengi hata tuweze kukidhi mahitaji. Na pia ili tuweze kusaidia akina mama wetu wasikuwe wakisumbuliwa na jabuya, waweze kuwa sasa wanapata haki yao ya kimsingi. Na ndio tunaona watu wa Koginga jana walitusaidia, tukakula rech, tukafurahi sana. Kwa hivyo njooni kwa wingi, tusherekee kwa pamoja. Wale ambao hamtaweza kufika, tuangalie kwenye runinga, kwa sababu sisi ni watu wamoja, hapasi ukabila, pasi mgawanyiko. Tusongeshe Kenya pamoja. Kenya itainuka, Kenya itanawiri, Kenya itasimama kwa umoja na uzalendo. Mimi ni Mkenya mzalendo. Je, wewe? Mimi ni Mkenya mzalendo daima. Kwa sasa I would like to invite our Vice Chancellor to also come and say something about the university, and then we can take 1 or 2 questions from the journalists, from the local journalists from Kala TV, Kala FM, and also Sky Radio, Gulf Radio. We were with you the other day during the show. Yesterday we were also with Ndizi TV. Karibu sana, Professor.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon. Oh, it's good morning. Oh, it's good afternoon. I'm Charles Ochola. I'm the Vice Chancellor of Tomboya University. I want to briefly walk you through this university and what we are doing. It's important that Kenyans know that we are doing things differently. The most important thing that we must, all of us, do is to make sure that we help the government grow this country. And that can only happen if all of us work together. And I agree with the government spokesperson that this country has a lot of potential. and that potential must be tapped. In fact, nowadays we don't say that Lake Victoria and Lake region has a potential. It is kinetic in its activity, because for how long are we going to talk about the potential of this county and Lake Victoria region? You remember, I want to tell you that I was privileged to go for a conference in China last week, and we were told what China has done now has been done in 40 years, and we are 60 years. Therefore, it means that we can be where China is if we decide that we must do the right thing. Tom Mboya was started in 2016 with 110 students. Currently, which is 2025, we have 10,000 students. So if you look at that period, from 110 students to 10,000 students, you can see the leap. The reason why that leap is there is because we are doing things differently. If you look at the university, in fact, most of the people who come here who did not know where Tom Mboya University is and who did not know Tom Mboya at all were asking us whether this is a private university, because they don't think that a government public institution should look like the way Tom Mboya is. And I was telling them this is what government should be, because government is the overall performer. Government is the overall creator of the environment that good things happen. So what we are basically doing is because of the support that we get from the government. When we started this university in 2016, we had only 3 programs. Currently, we are boasting of over 49 programs. And they are flagship programs. Apart from doing the programs that we came with from Maseno University, because we were a constituent of Maseno, we are starting very clear Tom Mboya Univ's programs that are related to blue economy. And key amongst them is by starting the Center of Excellence in Blue Economy and Blue Economy related programs. And those programs are going to be a game changer, not only at degree level or not only at academic level, but also at skill-based level, because the center is going to pride itself as a center of shipbuilding, ship repair, and maintenance. And that is basically going to assist the fisher folks. That is basically going to assist this country to improve the aquaculture and fisheries department, which I want to assure you is a game changer in income generation and GDP of this country. And that is why Tom Mboya is decidedly picked the niche of blue economy, and the government is fully aware that Tom Mboya is a university of blue economy. And you can see from the t-shirt, the shirt that I'm wearing, you can see fish in the logo. And that is a reflection of what we are. And if we had the opportunity to sing for you our national anthem, you'd hear that we are the Nile Patchers. Reason being, we want to make sure that we can preserve and conserve the lake and make sure that we bring fisheries, fishing, and aquaculture at the forefront of development of this country. Therefore, it's critical that we are aware that because of what we are doing with the optimization of the resources that the government has given us, we are making sure that we develop this institution. We are a center where, if you are talking about anything fish, anything fishing, anything aquaculture, then the only name that can come into your mind is Tom Mboya University. And that is important because we are able and ready to perform that. More importantly, and I want to tell you, we are beginning law program this year. And the law program, the niche that we have chosen, which has been passed by the Commission for University Education, is the law of waters. And the intention of that is to protect anything to do with the waters, the fishing, and also the territorial issues, the treaties that have been formed that are conflicting the development of this country. And that is why the students who are going to come out of this university as graduates of law and advocates and magistrates and judges will be highly skilled in the law of waters. And that is one of the key areas that we are going to do. Not to mention the key areas of nautical engineering, marine architecture, and all those particular kind of things, which is being supported with other programs in agricultural education, in business management, in IT, in AI, and all manner of things that you would wish to actually undertake in this university. I want to finally thank the government most sincerely and His Excellency. To note, and that I talk from the bottom of my heart, you can never go to class and read if you never slept in a good environment. So to achieve academic excellence, our young and new students specifically must have where to start from before you learn to know your environment. And that's why it's important for us when His Excellency accepted to affirm the construction of the student hostels. That is going to be a game changer to the development of these young brothers and sisters of us who are coming to the university. Secondly, I also want to thank His Excellency to have given us more space by relocating the prisons to Lambwe Valley. I tell you already, if you've seen what we're doing, we're already occupying the spaces that we have. And we were worried, where are we going to do anything else? Or are we going to go into the sky? I also want to thank you very sincerely for accepting to give us the space. And also accepting to start the Center of Excellence and put the government at forefront in the resource mobilization for the Center of Excellence between Tom Mboya and the Kenya Shipyard Limited. And it is our pleasure through the Council of Tom Mboya University, the management, the faculty, the students and Tom Mboya community, that we appreciate the government's effort in helping not only Tom Mboya and Homa Bay, but in developing this region and this country for local, national, regional, and global development. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So I think now we can take questions from the journalists who are in the house. Who wants to go first? Yes, Peter Zocheng. Dickens Zocheng. Charles Dickens. Thank you. Yeah, I think that's very important. If you heard what I said when I was making my speech, is that we are funding them through the BMUs, the beach management units. There are 450 of them in the whole country. And we have distributed over 3 billion shillings so far, 200 million to go. And I think many of the monies that are remaining are also for this region, so that we get them the right gears. We are also talking about their security by ensuring that we reduce this arrest, because we have to have one license that applies to the whole of East Africa. And also getting the right boats from the Kenya Shipyard and other manufacturers, but particularly for Government Kenya Shipyard, so that they are affordable and if they are good for use, so that people do not capsize. We were given a very interesting story yesterday by Honorable Peter Opondo Kaluma George, who also is my friend. We've been in Parliament together from Rodi Kopanyi. How they watched people losing their life. They were capsizing and they wouldn't do anything. There's also the issue of the Kenya Coast Guard, also ensuring that security is improved. So that is what we are doing. We as a government are ensuring that we have enough capacity as we go by, and also we are doing a proper geospatial geospatial mapping system, so that then we also get to advise the fishermen where are they supposed to fish and all of that. So it is a whole system, because the blue economy focus only started with the fourth administration, but now it is this administration that has actually made it into a whole state department. So we have that focus led by CS Joho, who together with Betsy Njagi are with Millie Odhiambo in Mbita to see what is happening there. I had sent my team yesterday to go and hear what the people have to say there in Mbita, in Sori, and other places. And we are also collecting facts, so that whatever that needs to be done, we'll be able also to see what to do going forward as a government. Yes, Akoth. Yeah, I think I've already answered that question by saying that we are working with the 3 East African countries that share this lake, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, so that we have a common license. That will really help, so that then the borders are defined. We only have 6% of the lake, 80% of which is in Homa Bay. So we will make sure that we agree. In fact, there are negotiations that are already ongoing between Kenya and its other 2 East African partners, led by CS Joho, as was pronounced yesterday by His Excellency the President. Thank you. Next question? Any other question? Yes. That's why we're saying we are doing some mapping and also allocating, resources, the BMUs, so that they are more organized. These BMUs, beach management units, used to just be social welfare groups, but we want to turn them into proper economic units and even circles and cooperatives. We believe that when we do so, we'll have proper management of the beaches, but also the lake. So that is our focus. They are now well organized. They even have a national chairman. So they are teething problems, but we believe that we can resolve them together so that we get to know really what is the challenge, and we come up with a common solution. We now have a policy that is being developed. Also, it will address all of this. Let's remember that this is the first time that we are having this focus. It has not been there before. So we made very good progress. Thank you very much. God bless you, and happy Madaraka Day in the theme of blue economy and maritime affairs. Uchumi samawati, uchumi blue. Tukutane kesho katika uwanja wa Raila Odinga. Asanteni sana.